Oh my god, I don't know why it's so hot in here today. Like, I'm dying. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm just going to create this kind of quick brick red eye. So this is actually just a sample of the everyday makeup that I wear to work at Sephora. So I just wanted to go ahead and share this little tutorial with you guys, and I hope you guys like it. If you want to see how I achieve this look, then be sure to keep on watching. The first thing that I'm going to do is start out by prepping my skin. I already took care of all my serums and other products like that, so they had time to kind of penetrate into my skin. And I'll be going in with the Urban Decay Rehab Makeup Prep Hot Springs Hydrating Gel. I'm just gonna dab that all over my face, and this is really just gonna give me a nice extended amount of hydration throughout the day, which I definitely need, especially going into the colder months. And I'm just gonna rub that in. And this stuff is really cool because it goes on like a gel, but then it almost dissipates like water on the skin. So that's super, super nice, and it feels really refreshing and hydrating as well. So I'm gonna let that sink into my skin a little bit more. All right, and the next thing I'm going to go in with is actually this J1 Jelly Pack. This is actually a K-Beauty brand, and it's really a makeup gripper. I've received a sample of this in my Gen Beauty bag, and I have literally been obsessed with this stuff. So it's just a clear gel like that, and essentially what you do, I just take about like a dime size amount and I'll like rub it through my fingers like this. I pat that onto my face and I start rubbing in circular motions. And this is really gonna give my foundation something to really adhere to. It's like a glue for your makeup, and I'm obsessed with it, and I already ordered the full-size bottle of it. I'm gonna go in with my Professional by Benefit, as always, for my T-zone. So I just put this in my larger pore areas, which does happen to be right here along my face. So I'm gonna actually be using the Fenty foundation today, and this is in the shade 230. And I just dot that along my face like this. And it really gives me a nice amount of coverage. It's totally buildable, and just the finish is just this perfect soft matte, and I'm obsessed. I'm gonna take a damp beauty blender, sorry mine's a little dirty, and just start dabbing that into my face. So I do like to take any excess that I have on my beauty blender, and I like to put that over my eye area just to kind of neutralize the veins that I have on my eyelid. So next I'll be taking an oldie but a goodie, my Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Light Medium, and I'm just gonna go ahead and kind of put this amount on down the bridge of my nose too, and all over my face. Not dipping my wand in, I'm just actually kind of trying to spread this out a little bit before I blend it in with the wand. So get back in there. What's wrong with me today? And I will just be taking a Sephora brand beauty blender, beauty sponge, and then just blending that in. I'm actually just going to take the Peach Perfect setting powder from Too Faced, and I'm going to open this bad boy up, tap a little bit into the cap, and I'm actually just going to apply this all over my face because for the most part I believe I'm done adding cream products. So I'm going to just pat that in underneath my eye to set the concealer, and as well as bring that in all over my face. And this does a really, really good job absorbing any excess oils. Just does a really good job of making sure that I'm matte all day, but it's also complementary to this Fenty foundation because that soft matte finish does come through, which is freaking great. Because I'm gonna be out under hot lights, I wanna make sure that my makeup stays on my face. So I clearly zoomed you guys in. I'm actually going to take out my brows right now. I've really kind of been like into like a more natural brow for the past couple months. I never used to be like that. I definitely have my brows waxed to be more bold and angular for sure, but I'm just going in with the Benefit Precise Makeup the Precisely My Brow Pencil, and I'm actually just going to start underneath where my brow starts. I'm doing light strokes, and I'm just kind of outlining the natural shape of my brow and just really adding little hair-like strokes where I want more kind of like a natural definition instead of like a really like bold and bam in your face brow, which normally I like rocking, but you know, I've been trying to get a little bit more natural so that it doesn't detract from what else I have going on in my face. The next product I usually go in with is actually the Foolproof Brow Powder. And like I said, this has 2 shades. I've done a review on this before. I just take a Benefit brow brush with the spoolie. Again, I brush through my brow and I just go in with the lighter shade and tap it in and really ever so slightly just like add it to the front of my brow and then just drag that through. And that's really my brow routine for work and every day. So I'm just gonna do the same thing on this side. And yeah, those are my brows. That's me right now. So I'm gonna zoom you guys right back out. I only zoomed you guys out a little bit because I am going to start on my eye look. I've really been into like a brick sort of red eye lately, so I think I'm just gonna do that. I am going in with the Tarte the Clay Place Shaping Palette, which does look like this. And I am just taking the shade Solstice, which is a bone kind of yellow shade, and I'm just applying that all over my lid. And I just like to do this with any matte kind of highlighting shades just to give a nice base for shadows to stick onto and blend in, because I will be using a little bit more red today, so I definitely don't want any areas on my eye that are really, really like splotchy and patchy. So the next shade I go in with is usually Journey right here. And I just take that on a Morphe M576 brush, just like this, like right on the tip. And then I just like to go into my natural crease and just start using windshield wiper motions back and forth, a little circle here and there, just to add natural definition to my crease and just a little bit of dimension and layer. It's just a really good staple to have a palette filled with all these neutral shades. All right, now I'll just be going in with the shade Dunes right here, which is a kind of a gray brown shade, and I'll just be going over that last area that I applied Journey to. So the next palette I'm going to be going in with is my Jaclyn HillxMorphe palette. This guy I've used almost every single day since I got it. I'm going to start going in with the shade Pukey, which I feel like I use this every single day. And this is kind of like just like a yellowish brown sort of good transition color. Just really love this palette so much. I'm still using the same brush. I'm a very like, I don't know, I feel like it helps mesh all the colors together. I'm just gonna take the shade right next to it. I don't know what it's called, so whatever, I'm just gonna go in with it. And I'm gonna kind of concentrate that on the outer corner of my eye and kind of drag it onto the lid. Like, I'm not kidding, like I literally use very minimal makeup on a daily. Especially when it's something like going to work and I don't really have time to do my makeup because I had class earlier or I have a bunch of errands to run, so I'm not really sure what time my errands are gonna end today, so I just want to be prepared to get up to work on time. And then I'm just gonna go in with the shade right below it. Again, don't know the shade name because I did not get a printout sheet with my palette, which kind of is stinky, but it's fine. I have the PDF of it on my Safari, but I don't have that pulled up right now. I'll insert the name down below. And I'm really just like going to town, going to Circle Town here. I don't know, I think that looks okay. I'm gonna keep blending, but like, this is what we got right now. Just grabbed a clean Morphe brush. This is the M573, and I'm just gonna go right ahead and I'm just gonna blend all this stuff at the top into like my brow bone, make it look more concise. I'm gonna go into the Jeffree Star Androgyny palette, and you know, I really told myself I didn't need another palette, but well, I bought it. I'm gonna take the shade Fetish. It's a really, really pretty burgundy kind of garnet shade. And I'm just gonna tap off any excess. I'm going to put a majority of that onto the lid and just being careful not to drag it into my inner corner because I don't want it to be really, really dark looking. I mean, I want it to be dark, but I don't want it to darken up my face and make myself look like hella tired, more so than I am. I'm going to take this Luxie brush that I got at Gem Beauty. This is the 151 flat brush, and I am just gonna dip into the shade Fetish that I used on my eye, and I'm just going to trace along my lower lash line here. So what I'm doing right now, I'm actually going in with the shade Charm, which is the orange shade, and I'm going closer towards my inner corner with this, kind of to make it almost like a flame sort of gradient ombre thing, whatever you want to call it. It's missing something. I'm missing something. Ooh, what am I missing? A fan, because it's so hot in here. Oh my god. Actually gonna take this Morphe lip brush, kind of looks like a concealer brush except mini. I'm gonna spray it with some Milani Make It Last spray, and to give myself a little bit more zhuzh than I have, I'm gonna go in with the shade Deja Vu, which is also in the Jeffree palette. I'm just gonna dip my wet brush into that shade, and I'm gonna just concentrate it on the center of my lid and just drag that down. Oh my goodness, something's happening upstairs. Filming during the day for me is a little bit interesting in terms of what the camera picks up, what background noise I have. So, I mean, I like it, it's pretty, but I feel like it's not enough. So I'm just gonna do the same thing. I'm going to wet this little brush, and I'm gonna go in with the shade Frosting, which is this pretty gold color right here. And we're gonna be extra today. I'm gonna put that on the center of the lid. Oh, all right, so we're going in with my finger because that's just how we're gonna get the pigment today. Getting kind of like a little gradient effect here. Like a flame, you know, a little fire emoji. Oh my lord, I just dropped my Fenty highlight on the ground face first. Pray for me. Pray for me, kids. Okay. I will be going in with the Fenty Beauty, the Killawatt highlighter, and this is in the shade Mean Money and Hustla Baby. And if you haven't seen this by now, you know, you all must be under a rock, because Fenty is literally just like killing the game right now. And I like to go into both shades. This is the more, I guess, luminous version. Then, get ready for it, I like to spray my face. Ooh. With the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water, and then I like to take whatever I have on here and then just go over top and then see what amount of glow I get from this. But I just take a Morphe R33 brush, and I'm just gonna concentrate a little bit onto the tip of my brush, tap off any excess, and then just kind of put that on the highest point of my cheek. Just gonna go ahead and swirl that on the inner corner here. It's really, really pretty, really kind of natural without the spray. And it's a different hair brush than I was using on my face. So this is just like a really pretty inner corner highlight as well. And we'll drag it back and forth like that. Yeah, 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 yeah. And that, like I said, is Beam Me Up by MYOB. They're kind of like an indie brand, but they're really, I think, like on the come up. I really like all their products that I've tried from them. I did go ahead and apply the lashes that I had setting off camera. And I'm just gonna finish up by like molding the two of my, I guess, false lashes and then my natural lashes. I'm gonna put a little coat of mascara on, and this is just a little bit of the Too Faced Better Than Sex. And I'm just gonna concentrate that towards the bottom. Alright guys, so I ended up just doing my lips off camera, and I really just used my two go-to products, which is the Lolita pencil by Kat Von D, and then I just used the MAC Velvet Teddy. And yeah, this is my final look. So I have all the plans of running these crazy errands today and then going to work at Sephora. So that's what the plan is for today. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and make sure to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you. Bye.